Hey everybody, I'm meteorologist Gavin Sandell. Well, one way we can beef up our weather brains is through the use of weather satellites. These instruments high up in space can tell us the weather story not only across our area but across the world. There's two types that we commonly use. The first one is polar orbiting, and sort of like what you're seeing on your screen now, that's the orbit that it takes around the globe. They go pretty low off the ground, just 500 miles, and the trade-off from that low area is that they have a very good resolution. It's very easy to pick up little minute features based on the weather story. These reasons that they're called polar orbiting is because they orbit those poles twice a day. But we don't really use this on TV or showing you guys off what the weather story is. We use geostationary satellites, and these guys orbit above the equator just over 22,000 miles, so much further. The trade-off there is it's a worse resolution, but we are able to see this portion of Earth much more continuously. So that's great to see if you're trying to track the evolution of a system, maybe. So these are the three types of ways that we can look at satellite imagery. The first one is visible, then infrared, and water vapor. Visible is just how you'd expect it if you were to maybe just take a look at Earth, and that's what it looks like. You're only able to see that, though, during the daytime hours, though, because there's no light off of the sun during nighttime. Infrared, you're able to see 24 hours a day, but instead of just being able to see what you can see, it takes its measurement based off of heat, which I'll describe in a moment. Water vapor imagery takes it a little bit further from infrared imagery. It takes that same process, so you're able to see it all the time, but it just shows moisture in our atmosphere. So let's start with the visible satellite and what that looks like. Like you can see, just that gradual pan from darkness all the way to clouds on the visible satellite. That's because those areas weren't lit by the sun at that point, but those darker whites on the satellite that you can see, those are thicker clouds here. Compare that to the infrared satellite as well. The thicker white or the denser white, that actually means that the temperature of the cloud tops are going to be lower. So if you have a hurricane that's spinning in the Atlantic, those deep whites, that means that those cloud top temperatures are going to be lower. So you can see these are thick and high clouds as well that are currently off of the coast of the Carolinas. Water vapor satellite, you can see it's pretty self-explanatory. Those deeper, darker oranges mean a higher concentrated portion of dry air, and then once you get those blues, maybe purples and greens as well, that commonly means you have moist air as well. And water vapor satellites, they get good vision of what the surface looks like. You get the surface. You can also have a water vapor satellite going to the mid-levels and the upper levels as well. But apart from these satellite views and satellite pictures, satellites can actually track some uncommon things like sudden space weather, volcanic activity, and even deep ocean currents as well. For Weather 101, I'm Gavin Sandell.